Hi, it's Kathy, and it is now, I think, is it day 8 of the Tour de Fleece? And, well, it's been a week, and I'm still spinning. At the moment, I thought, oh, maybe I should just start off with the fact that I am wearing my Birkin. So this is what I call my blue Birkin, as opposed to the one I've been wearing for the last couple of days, which is my white Birkin. So the white Birkin has kind of some colours in the yoke pattern here, whereas this one is just the blue with some grey in the colourway. So you can see the pattern a lot more on this one, and as I was saying in a previous video, I was talking about how some of the colours, even though I had made the colours quite light, they have faded a little bit, which I don't quite understand because I've never had landscape dyes fade on me before. But anyway, yes, so this is one of my hand spun jumpers as well. So this was, the blue is a brown fleece that I spun up probably during one of the previous Tour de Fleeces, and then I over dyed it in blue. So you can see that the blue in the arms is a little bit darker than, say, the blue through here. That's just because the fleece was different. This was a little bit darker brown, and this one was a little bit of a lighter brown colour. So yep. Now, what am I up to now? I'm just going to pop my apron over my lap, and then I can just explain to you what have I been doing today. Well, today, not as much as I thought I was going to get done. Well, it is Saturday, so I have actually, just feels like I've just been doing housekeeping stuff. You know, all those kind of bits and pieces and chores and stuff that you have to do, things like the washing, and had to go out and do the food shopping, and I've been doing a few things outside, and then I thought, well, I'll come in and do some spinning. And then when I came in to have a think about using this rabbit, so I have got back to the rabbit, to the Angora, and I have got part of the fleece here. I don't know if you can really see it in here or not, but this is like a white with a little bit of brown in it, which is quite an interesting kind of, a bit of a fawny kind of colour with it. So you can probably see it a little bit there. But anyway, so I am adding that with these tops that I was gifted from David from my spinning group. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. But before all of that could start, I got my hand cards out and realised, oh, sorry, I've just got rabbit fur everywhere now. It just fluffs around everywhere. I realised they were a bit dirty. And so dirty in two ways. There was a little bit of residue brown fibre on here, which I had to try and get off, and then there were some very, very, very fine specks of, I don't know if it was dirt or anyways, just some really fine pieces of brown kind of material on there, so I had to try and get rid of that as well. So I seemed to spend a long time trying to clean my hand cards before I started carding. I'm not, who knows, I'm just wigging it as I go. So I have a little bag here, or little basket here, of some I prepared earlier. So all I did was I put down a very light layer of the wool, and then a little bit of a layer of the rabbit, and carded them together and spun them up. So I'm kind of carding, spinning, carding, spinning, carding, spinning. So it's quite slow. It's fairly slow going, which is not usually the way that I don't usually, if I'm going to prepare something, I usually prepare a whole heap beforehand, and then I can just spin it through. but I just wanted to have a go and see how this works. So far it seems to be working out quite nice. I mean, this is beautiful fibre anyway. So it seems to be working out quite well. And what I'm doing is I am making one, I don't know what you call it, mini bat from the hand carders and putting it in the basket, and then I am making a second one and spinning it. So the thought is that hopefully when I come to the end of this, I will have like an equal amount in my basket ready to spin, so I could just spin my second bobbin without having to prepare anything. So yes, I would just say that this is probably the slow part of the tour for me, because usually in the past I just had big fleece and I just spin and spin and spin. And this year the quantity is not as much as I have produced in the past, but that's fine because I'm not doing it as a race. I'm just doing it as as an excuse to spin each day and also to get through this rabbit. So as you can see, I'm not weighing anything out. I'm not being particularly careful with anything I'm doing. I'm just wanting to try and use up as much rabbit as I can in these, because I think because they're quite short, I don't know that they would work particularly well if I don't think it would work if I just tried to card really short fibres by themselves. But because there's some long wool staples in there, it seems to be working quite well. So far so good. So while it's working, I shall just continue on with what I'm doing and hope for the best. And hopefully when it's all plied up, it's going to be lovely and fluffy and beautiful. Mind you, I still don't know what I'm going to end up doing with the grey. I can't show you the grey, but I've got a few more little bags of the grey, so I'll have to either try and, I might see if I can prepare that on the hand cards and turn them into like little rollags, and spin the grey from a rollag just by itself, but we'll see. Look at this, I mean, when this comes off, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's just like a little cloud, and you know, it is very much just like a little rabbit, all soft and sweet and white and furry. So yeah, so that's really just what I'm doing, slowly as I go. And like I'm saying, I'm not putting too much wool on here. I'm just putting enough that I can kind of, hopefully, you know, I've got enough wool there to blend the rabbit together. And yeah, not much more to it really. I might just finish this one and I'll just spin some up and I'll just show you. And then I guess that'll be it really for today. I haven't really got much else to show you or really talk about. It's just a repetitive carding, spinning, carding, spinning. But at least doing it this way, where I've already made my basket, will have my basket full of ready-made fibre at the end, the second bobbin will go a lot quicker because I won't have to worry about carding and preparing the fleece and the angora. And I guess it's also good because it gives my hands a little bit of a rest. It's good to sometimes change, you know, what you're doing from, say, spinning to carding or flicking or whatever you're doing, however you're preparing your wool. So it's always nice to do that. But I must say also, it has been quite sunny today, so it is still quite warm in this room, but I guess as soon as the sun goes down I'm going to have to put the heater on, and it is a bit of a fan heater down in this room. I think that's going to make this fibre fly around the room a bit more than I probably would like, because it is just so light and it does fly around everywhere. Not only does it kind of like catch on my clothes, it also sometimes yeah, flies up my nose, and yes, but see, it is spinning up very nicely, and like they say, it's all in the preparation when it comes to spinning, isn't it? They always kind of, the better you prepare, the easier and nicer the spinning is. And sometimes it is very nice to just spin straight from some really nicely prepared fleece, or tops, or roving, or whatever it is that you're spinning from. And especially if you're a beginner spinner, definitely want to have nicely prepared fleece or fibre to be spinning from. You don't want to be fighting with the fibre early on when you're learning to spin. You probably don't want to be fighting with the fibre any time that you're spinning, but I guess, you know, when you've been spinning a long time, sometimes you kind of cut corners and you're willing to, you know, I shouldn't say fight with the fleece, but you're willing to put that little extra bit of effort in terms of time and not having to prepare as much as maybe we should. I mean, I know I should prepare everything, but you know, if I find a fleece or something, or a fibre that I can spin straight from the fleece or straight from the bag, I will do it. And I guess spinning is all about ending up with something at the end that we like, that we can use, that we want to use, that will work for whatever project we want to make from it. So there's no hard and fast rules. It's probably just about what works for each person, and each person is different. So that's how quick it is to spin up just one of those little bats. So you can see how then I have to stop now. I'll have to cut up another 2 bats and then spin them backs and forwards. And hopefully it's not going to get too cold. I think the sun is just about to go down. So I will keep spinning, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, I can give you a close-up of my Birkin jumper there.